Josh Rogan over at the Daily Beast is reporting that Putin has decided to cut off all high-level communications between the U.S. and Russia, at least in the short term. Let's bring in Jen Psaki. She's the spokeswoman for the State Department. Jen, thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
The Daily Beast reporting about Putin cutting off contact, high-level contact, at least in the short term. Can you elaborate on any of that?
Well, Jake, what I'll say is we still continue to work with Russia on a range of global issues, whether that's the removal of chemical weapons from Syria, we're up over 90%, or on the P5+1 talks to prevent Iran from acquiring a nuclear weapon. I've seen the story and certainly the comments, but in practice, we've continued to work with Russia, even while we've had strong disagreements about the steps they've taken in Ukraine.
Ukraine's prime minister says the Russians want to start World War III. If that's true, what is the U.S. prepared to do about it?
Well, we certainly hope that's not the case. We continue to believe there's no military solution to what's happening on the ground in Ukraine. We're watching issues like troop movements very closely. We're working closely with the Ukrainian government. But our effort remains on a political solution here, and that's what we continue to work toward.
I'll be frank, it doesn't look like whatever the administration is trying to do in Ukraine is working. Can you point to an example of success with the president's Ukraine policy?
Well, Jake, we've put in place several rounds of sanctions. Obviously, we're not just
but they're not working,
one.
Jen.
They are working. Regardless of what the Russians say, the facts on the ground, the impact on their economy is a striking difference from what they're saying.
Right, but by the administration's own words, the Russians have agents in eastern Ukraine. They've expanded beyond Crimea, so whether or not the sanctions are taking effect, they don't appear to be having any sort of deterrent effect.
Well, Jake, what is happening in eastern Ukraine right now, beyond Crimea, is really focused around Sloviansk. That's the area where we've seen the OSCE monitors be captured. That's the area where we've seen a lot of activity by the separatists. But again, these does not mean that we should not still continue to take actions, including additional sanctions, putting additional consequences in place. We are seeing an impact. We've seen even President Putin admit this week that there is an impact on the Russian economy from the steps we've taken.
Why not consider what several Republicans and even some Democrats are calling for, which is military aid to the Ukrainian military so they can defend themselves? Of course, they'll never be able to match Russia, but they might be more of a deterrent if they have weapons in their possession that the U.S. has provided.
What we don't want to get into here is a proxy war with Russia. And you're right, you touched on it. We're never going to get to a point where the Ukrainian military can match what the Russian military is capable of. But our hope here is to de-escalate, prevent military action, address what's happening with Russian separatists, and we're continuing to work on that.
I want to shift to North Korea because today North Korea said that it detained a 24-year-old American. They described as Miller Matthew Todd, probably his name is Matthew Todd Miller, as he was seeking asylum, they say. It apparently happened on April 10th, more than 2 weeks ago. They announced it while President Obama was in South Korea, not surprisingly. How long has the U.S. government known about Matthew Miller being in North Korea?
Well, Jake, there are a range of reports out there about a U.S. citizen. Because of privacy concerns, I can't discuss them. I can tell you that, as in any case, we are in touch with our protecting power, which is Sweden, to look into more details about these reports.
All right, Jen Psaki, State Department spokesperson, we appreciate it. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Jake.